Hey everyone, Sensei Cassie here, and today we're going to be doing a basic beginner martial arts class. Don't forget that all these moves you must look before you hit, and always be responsible with your punches and kicks, because it is very easy to look one way and punch the other and accidentally punch somebody you didn't mean to. So we want to be very careful and responsible with our moves. We're going to start our class with a bow. You put your hands at your side and stand up nice and tall. And bow to the front. From here, we're going to warm up our legs with some squats. So I'm going to make sure I bend my knees and keep my back up straight as I'll squat. So we'll start, we're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's important that we strengthen our legs so that we have strong kicks and can jump high and move quickly. From here, we're going to work our abs and our legs again by doing knee raises. So I'm going to pick my knee up as high as I can, trying to pick it up above the belt or touch my hands with each knee. On the count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we want to make sure we build strength in our arms too. So I'm going to throw in some push-ups. Now, push-ups in the beginning can be very difficult. So you might start by doing push-ups on the wall, but you're looking to have your arms do a full extension out and all the way back. In the beginning, you want to stretch out. You might do them on your knees. You can bring your feet up, put your knees on the ground, stretch your back out, bend your arms down, and back up. If you're able to, you can come up to your toes, and you want to go all the way down. If you have a hard time with either of those, you can start out completely flat, and then you're just going to push your body up to your hands and your toes, and all the way back down. So on the count, whichever level you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So next up, we want to work on our balance. So if you're going to be able to stand on one leg and kick, you have to be able to stand on one leg first. So we're just going to pick our leg up and try to balance. You want to bend the standing leg a little bit and work to pick your knee up high. In the beginning, you might need something to hold on to. You can use a wall just to help you balance. And you want to use as little pressure on the wall as possible so that I'm building up that strength in that leg and that balance. So start by trying to pick the leg up, maybe count to 5. You can go to 10 or even 30 seconds. So see how long you can make it. Balance, you can do different things with your arms. Hold your arms out straight, pull your wrist back so that I'm training my hands too. Pull them out flat, like that. And we can even learn how to make a fist here. So while you're standing on one leg, practicing your balance, you can pull your fingers in, thumb on top, and we're going to straighten our wrist out. And then for an extra balance challenge, you can even try to fly like Superman and see if you can hold that position. And just like Superman, we want our wrist really straight, and that's going to make for a good punch and a tight fist. So remember, fingers in, thumb on top. Let's try the other leg. We'll pick our knee up and balance. In the beginning, you might have to set your foot down from time to time, and that's okay. You're looking to get better at each time. So I'm going to go from maybe having to pick my foot up and set it down to being able to hold it 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then even longer. So we can, again, put our hands out straight. And then we're going to curl our fingers in, thumb on top, straighten the wrist, and then you can lean forward and try to fly away like Superman. Like that. Now this is harder than it looks at first. So in the beginning you might be flying uphill a little bit. So you might just pick that leg up a little bit to the back and then see if you can get a little flatter and really fly away. So excellent job. So now we want to make sure we're stretching too, so I'm going to introduce your first stretch. Just a simple toe touch. I want to try to keep my back straight and lean forward to the ground as low as I can. Trying to touch your toes. And then you want to hold that position when you start to feel the stretch. And then we can stretch up high on our toes. And then again, reach for your toes. And back up high. On all of these exercises, good form is more important than trying to do it quickly or getting high numbers. So make sure you're doing it correctly. Then you want to increase the number you're doing of each exercise or the speed at which you're doing it. So now we're going to get into our first punch. We learned a fist earlier. Remember, it's important that your fingers go first and then your thumb on top. And then I don't want my wrist bent, I want it nice and straight. We're going to chamber like this. Now, I'm never going to defend myself with my hands here, but I will practice good technique for my punch and a good straight punch by practicing this chamber. So I'm pulling my fists in with the elbows back straight. They're not out to the side. I don't want chicken wings. Okay, we want to make sure we pull them back. And then from here, I'm going to twist one punch out from palm up to palm down. When I punch, I don't want to lock my elbow out. I want to keep a little bit of bend left in my elbow, and then I'll re-chamber it back to the hip. Out and back. And you'll hear I'm breathing when I punch. So as I exert, whether it's a push-up, a punch, a kick, a squat, I'm going to breathe out on each hit with a forceful breath, almost like you're trying to blow out a candle. So I'll chamber, twist out to the center, and then bring it back. I don't want to punch over to the side or up high. I want to make sure I'm punching straight ahead to the center and then back. Then we'll try it on the other hand. So out with your right and then bring it back. And you can just copy this punch just like you're looking in a mirror. Twist out and back. And remember, slow is better first, and then later you'll speed it up to get more power and speed. So from here we can start to make the punches a little more difficult by alternating. So instead of just using one arm, so just taking my left out and back, I'm going to go ahead and punch out with that one, and then as it comes back, the other one will go out. So I'll twist and punch the other one out straight, twist and punch the other one out straight. 10 punches on the count. Remember to punch and stick your punch really straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead, let's make it a little more difficult. We're going to add in a stance. So we call this the horse stance. You're going to split your feet out just a little past shoulder width and then bend your knees and try to keep your back up straight. So our horse stance is like this. Now, you don't want to go so low that you start to look like a frog. And I want to make sure my toes are turned to the front with my knees. Like this in my chamber. Now, this is going to start to hurt your legs, but it makes them strong and makes all of your muscles strong so that everything else will be better. So from here, let's do our 10 again. Arm out straight. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. And we can come back to our standing ready. Our ready stance or standing ready is just feet shoulder width apart with the fists down, shoulders back, chin up, and standing nice and tall. From here, let's make it a little harder. Let's add a double punch. So this will have 2 punches on each count. You'll try to hold your stance and punch twice for each number like this. 1. So you'll do 2 punches on each count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Out and back. Very good. You want to make sure that your arm is going out really straight on these. And it will stay straight, like I have a plate on it when I'm punching. I don't want it to go down where the plate would fall on the floor or where it fall back on my face. But let's get on to our first kick. This kick is called the front kick. There are a lot of variations, but the basic kick, you're going to pick your knee up, out, in, and down. So I'll pick the knee up, snap the kick out, bring it back in, and set it down. So with the punch, we had our chamber here, and to the side. Our kicks chamber by picking the knee up. I don't want to end up kicking like this, the straight leg, or with a drop at the end. I want to have it up, out, in, and down with really good control. So if you need to, get a chair, a wall, or even the arm of your couch to hold on to while you practice this kick and try to get good technique. So we're going to take that chamber, bring it up here with our elbows in, remember no wings, and then we'll pick our knee up, out, in, and down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, knee up, out, in, and down, and 5. Now with this kick, if you're kicking up at a target, you can point the toes and hit with the top of the foot, but generally we're going to pull the toes back and hit with the ball of the foot. Let's try the other leg. Remember, arms up, elbows in, and we're going to pick our left leg up, out, in, and down. On the count, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll end our class today with a bow. So hands at your side, remember stand up nice and tall, and bow. Excellent job following along. Now, if you want to keep practicing these, you can jump on over to our games list, somewhere here. And there are several games that you can use to practice these punches and kicks. Thanks for watching, and check back next week for more martial arts and fun games on our channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe down here. See you next time.